we're gonna talk about our campaign for sex education. Una ka, kabataan. But wait, when we talk about sex education, what comes in your mind? Well, Rainy will talk about that.
Sex education, or also known as sexuality education, is the instruction of issues relating to human sexuality, including emotion, relation, and responsibilities.
Do you know that according to the census, every year 9 to 10% of teenagers like me already have a child? And I'm not talking about a child as their siblings. I'm talking a child as their own. Every year, teenagers like me had already experienced teenage pregnancy in the country and even in our own municipality. And this case of early pregnancy also triggers the case of high rate of poverty, overpopulation, and sometimes abortion of the child. So I have a question for you guys. Who do you think who will blame for this problem? The parents of the teenagers? Or the teenagers itself for having lack of knowledge about sex?
Early pregnancy is probably one of the most common problems that our country is facing.
In the case of early pregnancy also affects the percentage of poverty. And every year, the percentage of early pregnancy goes up. It looks like there is no stopping it.
In our generation, more minors are already in a relationship.
Aging 13 to 15 years old normalize having a relationship with someone else. The other side of it is that more and more minors are already engaged in drinking alcoholic beverage, which is also one of the reasons why unwanted early pregnancy.
The sad part of it is that some teenagers are too scared to tell their parents about it, causing them to forcibly abort the child from their families. And we all know that abortion don't only affect the poor helpless baby inside, it could also damage the mother of the baby.
So guys, we're gonna ask you this question again. Who do you think we can blame on this problem? Is it the parents or the teenager itself?
Well, usually for us, we do really believe that both have responsibilities on this problem. Because maybe the parents is too careless about their child and let them do what they want to do. And the teenager itself may too careless in engaging sexual activity without noticing the consequences. So we, the students of Binuangan National High School, form a group to help lessen this kind of problem.
So we name Una Kabataan, a movement for a better youth on the municipality of Binuangan.
Our project is to campaign sex education to teenagers by giving them seminars that talks about the risk of doing any sexual activities of very young age. The team will provide some condoms, beads, and other birth control to the teenagers so that they are safe if they do any sexual activities.
But before all you reacted, we just want you to know that we're not doing this to promote sex. We are doing this to prevent any cases or even just to lessen the case of early pregnancy in our municipality.
It is not that with the word sex and education we are going to teach them sex. No, the objective of this campaign is to elaborate and make the teenagers like us understand the meaning of sex.
In terms of budget, we will ask a collaboration into our local partnership and local government to implement this beautiful campaign. It's because this campaign brings equality education to our kabataans.
This campaign that we are planning right now will not only lessen the rate of average and early pregnancy, it will also help lessen the poverty and the case of abortion in our municipality or even in the country.
And the team are also hoping and would be grateful if sex education will be taught in senior high school student at school.
Some people may find our campaign funny or may find it vulgar. But hey, as long as we are standing in the right path and we are fighting our way for sex education, we will continue to pursue this dream to achieve sex education campaign to each and every individual teenagers. We are advising you to open your minds to explore the nature of sex education.
That's all for today's video!
And always remember, sex education is not a joke, as so as early pregnancy. So be aware, not beware. Thank you so much guys from Una Kabataan.